G-wagen wheels. Do they rub? Well, stock G-wagen tires sure do. These are 19-inch, so they rub a little bit more than the standard 18-inch. And I have upgraded. So show you kind of the extreme situation here. Had to cut away a bit of the front of the back of the bumper. Done some pounding and hammering up in there. I'll show you in a little bit. This is what my van looked like originally. And before you go hammering, make sure yours is similar. This standing seam kind of stops right up here. So I hammered all of this flat down here and pushed it in some. This little corner right here needs to be hammered in a little bit because that's going to catch. And this is how the bumper was originally. Over there on my van, I've cut it back to about here where my fingernail is riding. Also back here where the mud flaps go, this is going to catch, so hammer that in a little bit, roll that edge back. You don't need to bend the metal out here, but we need to bend this in here so it doesn't catch the tire. Now this 118 wheelbase with 15-inch wheels seems to be a little bit different. The seam doesn't stop there. It goes all the way down to the front, so I'm not sure why that's so much different. We were missing that spacer there that makes this set up a little bit higher. So I'm not sure. G-wagen wheels may not work as well on this van. We'll have to try that out. This 140-inch wheelbase is about the same. Stops there. This will be a problem. We'll have to hammer that down. And over here, we got to hammer this out. Now, it's not really the diameter of the tire that matters so much as the width and the offset. This is a stock setup, and as you can see here at the body lines, the tire is definitely inside that fender. And this is my G-wagen setup, where you can see that tire is definitely outside the fender there. And that makes all the difference in rubbing on the corners, especially bumpy corners. So let's pull this wheel off and show you what I had to do under there. You see where I'm still rubbing here. So I'm going to hammer that in a little bit more. And there, this seam, this was standing out. Now it's folded over. Going to hammer this in a little bit more. It only rubs when I'm cornering, but the wife doesn't like it, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Sand this out a little bit more here. And there. Now you can see over here where it's rubbed a little bit on this, even though I've taken the mud flap off, it's rubbed a little bit right there. I'm going to hammer that in a little bit more. Back here, not so much a problem. Come around to the front. That standing seam right here, that's a problem. Bend it flat. My favorite part of the G-wagen wheel is not the stylish good looks, but the price. Here in Florida, especially Orlando and Miami, we have a surplus of used G-wagen wheels available online. G-wagen drivers, for the most part, like to dress the car up, get it detailed, put new tires and brakes on it before they sell it. Then young kids like to buy them and put custom wheels and tires on them right away and sell the stock wheels and brand new tires that somebody else just put on. I think $550 was the most I ever paid for a set and they had brand new tires with the nubs still on them. Doesn't get much more satisfying than sanding plastic. So easy. There are other cars and trucks that use the same bolt pattern, which is 5 by 130 millimeters. But they don't also have the center bore diameter of 84.1 millimeters. That's a unique combination used just by us T1N Sprinter owners and G-wagen drivers. So nobody else wants their wheels except us. I don't expect these to stop rubbing now from that little bit of hammering, but it'll rub less. And it doesn't rub all the time, but leaving driveways like this, sharp corner and turning, coming down off of a hill and even going back up onto the road a little bit, that's where it rubs most. And I'm going to take it easy on that. Hopefully the wife won't notice any more rubbing and I won't have any more complaining.